Okay, today's video is like 100% for me. If it turns out to be cool content, that's like just like a happy accident because I actually just really needed a bit of an accountability partner today. Because I think like since I've like moved here, I think I've just been like going, just like survive, and just get there, get there. And I feel like as I've gone along, I've also like accumulated like a lot of new things. Like I've been accumulating a lot of cool things for my room, for whatever. And I feel like I've just been in this energy of like just get, or like, things like that. And not overly, like I haven't been like doing shopping sprees or anything, but I think it's more about like I've been accumulating like experiences. Recently I've been accidentally accumulating a lot of jobs. I've been like just accumulating things, and I think that I have a lot of things, like even just in an abstract way, and I just need to, I don't know. I feel like I just need to like have like a strategy meeting with myself, and just I think I'm starting to feel myself in this headspace of just frazzledness and just feeling a little bit of like clutter. I'm gonna be oiling my hair. When I'm why do I always make a video every time I'm oiling my hair? But I made this oil myself, so I'm just making sure it's still good. It's rosemary oil. But anyways, yeah. So today I want to do like a little bit of like a self-care day. There's a lot of things that just have been getting thrown off to the side. I need to clean my room like really bad. It hasn't been this messy since I moved here, and I've just been kind of like, ew, what's happening? And I've like, even for example, like I washed like my rug. I haven't even like put them back down, like I haven't put the rug back down in my room, and it's just been washed for like 2 weeks, and it's like my room looks really gross without this rug because I have carpet on my floor, and it's like not a cute carpet. But anyways, well, the other reason I think I was feeling a bit frazzled today is because I've just been making these YouTube videos, and they haven't really gotten any likes, and they haven't, not likes, like views, and I haven't really been making them for the views. I've just been making them to like do something fun and just thinking like, oh, maybe one day these will be a fun thing to watch. And I made one like 2 days ago that, like, okay, it's still not that many views, but it's a lot more than I've been getting. Like I've been usually getting like, like, I don't know, 20 max, and then this one, all of a sudden I looked today, it had like 700. I know 700 is not that much in the grand scheme of things in YouTube, but I think I just got a little bit shocked, and I was like, oh, that's weird, and I'm just gonna keep making videos, and like maybe people will watch them. And I feel like it's just the first time that I've had that so far. It was also me talking about politics, so I was kind of like, I felt a little bit nervous, because I think it's just nerve-wracking to put your opinion out there. So um I don't know, I think I just started being like, this is really like weird, and like maybe I'm actually doing something that's gonna actually be like something, even though again it's not that exciting, it's not that many views, but it's just like, I don't know. It's that's exactly the thing. I think I've been just working and doing things without any kind of like I haven't gotten like, I haven't been gotten like a lot of like what I wanted to see come back yet, like I haven't really gotten that many results. It's just been like working for the sake of working, and just like working for the promise of like one day in the future I'm gonna like get results from my work. And I think I just like, I've been kind of like recently though, I think things have been kind of coming together, and I've been kind of seeing like this build up to like results in my life, and it's making me antsy because I don't think that I really expected to get results. Like I think I was just kind of doing it and just being like, well, it'll never probably work out, but like just keep doing it anyways because like you have to, and like that's just the way of the world. Like you gotta keep trying. But it's like, oh whoa, me actually continuing to try is starting to do a little bit of something, and I'm just feeling like I've been looking different. I've been seeing myself also operate differently in the way that I speak and the way that I'm like sort of navigating my life. Like my mind's been like emptier, and I've just been feeling like I'm reacting to people more mature ways and just better. And it's been kind of like, I think I've just been seeing this little turning point that I'm in, and just like I need to consolidate everything that I've been doing recently and just get a little bit of a cleanup going. I also have like lingering things, like I have things I need to finish out. Like my research study, we're really close to done, and I'm like, I need to just, I've been sort of like, I don't know, in this weird little moment. I'm like, I need to just finish it and just get that energy of like yeah, like that part of life just needs to be kind of done. Um, so yeah, I might also get my eyebrows done today because I haven't done that for like a few weeks and my eyebrows aren't looking how I want them to look. Maroon 5 in the background, so I truly feel like a young woman in my 20s, you know, getting my life together. But this is my, like, I made like this big little like to-do list of everything that needs to be done. I know it seems like daunting, but it's really not that much stuff actually. So I have three main areas of my life right now. So my research study that I'm so close to done with. It just I need to do some things that I've been sort of like, I think I've just been so frazzled recently by how much is going on that I've been sort of like, I don't know, I've just been feeling a little bit lost. So I'm just gonna do all that. And then my room slash flat, I also just included life related things here, like anything that was like sort of a lingering sort of thing. So I've had these audiobooks that I've needed to return to the library for the longest time, and I don't think anyone's missing them. They're not like sort of like anything that anybody would want to check out. So but I was just sort of in the mood to listen to these things, but I need to go do that today because that's just something I keep forgetting. And then just like cleaning things, deep vacuum, fold all the laundry, and then organize my closet, get my brows done. I've been wanting to do that for like 2 weeks and I just keep not having time. Then I've been working on a personal project that's really important to me. It's basically I've been building this little like, I've been building a neural network. It's my first time doing that. It's obviously like I don't have like background in that, but it's about something that I've wanted to like experiment about, and like it's just interesting to me. And so but it has really deep personal importance to me, so it's something that I have been working on like really like every day, every few days. So I got stuck on one little part, which is figuring out how to actually run the neural network. Like I have the code, I have my idea, but when I went to try to actually run, I'm making a video on this, when I went to actually try to run the code, I couldn't figure out really how to get it to send like a little like synapse, if you're into neural networks. But for some reason it wasn't like, my thing was popping up wrong and it wasn't giving me like the plus button that I needed. So that's just like, if I get over that hump, then I can just go a lot further. So I don't know if I'll get to that today, but I've been wanting to, and then I've been wanting to read some articles for it, so I'm gonna try to download that onto my iPad today. But I think the goal today is just to get a cleaner framework for me to just do everything I need to do for the next few weeks. I organized my day into different clusters of activities I'm gonna do. So first thing is gonna be respond to all my study stuff. That takes like 2 seconds. I just haven't gotten to it. Getting my brows done, returning the audiobooks, and then lunch and washing my hair I need to do. I should probably eat lunch first. Cluster two is gonna be like after I wash my hair and everything. Vacuuming, doing the laundry, cleaning my closet, cleaning my room. And then cluster three is going to be more work related things. So I think I was going to try to get to my personal project today, but I think it's more important for me to just focus on getting some stuff out of the way for my study, where I'm making these transcriptions of our work that we're doing. And I basically just need to get those done. And it's not a hard task. It's just something that has been time consuming and it's just been sort of like daunting. But I'm going to see if I can get some of that done today. And if I do all that, then we'll see if I have energy for more. But I don't think that I probably will.
La carne con la que de medio viene hecho tres cuartos. No, sopa de poner. Sí, claro.
Wait, it's now 9:30 at night. I got everything done for cluster one, all my cluster one things, except for that I actually did walk to the library and the library was closed. which is annoying. So I didn't get to return those audiobooks. And then I was really exhausted. I got back at like I started this video at like 3 p.m. I got back at like maybe 5:30, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna actually just take a little nap because I think sometimes I like just keep going, going, going. It's like maybe I just need to like rest. But when I woke up, I was like, do I keep making this video because I don't know if it's really that good, but um, why not? My neighbor also brought me, so I finally got a new weighted blanket, so I'm really excited to get to sleep with that tonight. The reason I also was like, let me just keep making this is because I was like, the whole point is that to keep me accountable today so that I get my room clean and get everything done, even though I don't want to do anything at all right now, but I just want to feel a little bit better tomorrow, so we must persist. And here's my eyebrows done. It costs only £5 to get them done, so I don't know, like, but I just always feel like I end up procrastinating it for some reason, and then I'm like, why do I hate how I look? And it's like, I just needed to get my brows done, but there we go, £5. Me and the status quo have such a difficult relationship. I feel like I do not know. This is like, I feel like it's an actual internal issue. I feel like I'm actually horrible at giving up, and it's like, it can be a really negative trait of mine. Like, I don't know, or maybe it's not. I can't really tell yet. I can't tell yet if it's a bad trait or a good trait. Like maybe that'll play out, but I feel like I just don't know genuinely how to give up. Like I feel like I also just am not very good at like I want to be someone who just is good at like normal life and good at just like meeting the status quo and then chilling out and then just hanging out. And I feel like I can't do it. Like it's really hard for me. Like I don't know how to just how do I like I feel like I'm doing this whole little like personal project and all these things. I'm just like how do I just relax and not do things that are just like unnecessary or like you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to at all. Like it's an actual thing that I just don't know how to do. And I feel like I just don't know like I feel like I'm just always just having these like extremely confrontational sort of discussions with myself about everything in life and I'm like I've been just feeling extremely confronted like a lot in the last 2 years and it's like it's probably going to be a good thing I hope but I just get really depleted sometimes like I just feel like energetically depleted and just like I don't know how to do it like I want to just drop it and I feel like so many times in the last few years like particularly regarding like one emotional situation I feel like I just keep feeling like no I don't feel like intuitively like I'm supposed to drop it but I feel like I just keep being like don't you want to drop it or people tell me like don't you want to just drop it don't you want to just let it go don't you want to just stop and it's like I actually kind of do but I just don't think that I know how to at all but I'm just trying to make use of like the energy in my life I don't know I just feel called to just keep trying and it's like I don't know if it's the right move really sometimes or it's a very tiring move to just keep trying you know and it's like but I don't know how to live without trying. Like I don't know how to live without like without doing something, without like, you know, trying to do something about it. I'm like, what would I do with myself? I think I just that's the thing is like I feel like I'm someone who follows my inspiration and it's like I don't know how to live with myself if I don't try and I don't know how to live with myself if I don't just keep going. It's like I genuinely it's not even the thing of like, oh, like that's just a good thing to do. It's like I just genuinely don't know how to picture myself doing another thing. Like I don't know how to picture myself just being like, oh, that sucks. Well, I'm just gonna hang out then. Or like, you know what I mean? Like I just don't know how to do it at all. So that's why I just feel like I just keep trying. And I just don't know if it's a good thing all of the time, but I'm like, I don't know what else to do. Or yeah, I don't know. It's just like I just don't know how to look at the world and see like a problem and not do something about it. It's like I can't it doesn't sit right with me. Like but then I'm just tired all the time. Like I don't know how to drop it sometimes. I feel like I should just be like, I'm just gonna enjoy my 23-year-old life and just enjoy being young and just like, you know, not have all this extra stuff on my plate. And it's like, I genuinely don't know how to do that. How do I do it? But we'll see. Maybe that's a good thing, or it will be a good thing in the long run. It doesn't always feel like a good thing now, but as natural as it's been kind of feeling now to just like keep going and keep trying, I feel like it's something that just kind of like took over me. I don't know. I don't think that I was this kind of person in the past. I think I just developed this like intensely determined personality, and I definitely think it can be a bad trait of mine. I guess the way I've been looking at it is like, if you keep trying, like I've been trying to do this personal project that's a little bit, I feel like, definitely outside of my comfort zone. I've had to go outside of my comfort zone constantly, like constantly. I have to be seeing myself as a different person than I am, doing things that I don't normally do, or just having this level of faith in myself that I've just never really had before, and just really seeing myself as this entirely new person. And I think that's also been like a bit exhausting, and it's like I feel like I'm actually just trying to become the person that I need to be to get to this end goal, you know? I don't think that it's just like that's just who I was. I think it's just more like I need this so bad on the inside sometimes, and it's like I there's like a some that I need to become the person that I need to be to get there, and that person is somebody who has just been like really extremely, like, has extreme levels of just faith, determination, and all these things. And it's like I think that haven't I don't know, this is like my first time being this exact person. I've never really been this person before, and I think that sometimes it just feels a little bit like foreign to me. The kind of person who would make this list and actually check things off on it is also a new person to me. That's the one of the things that I've like sort of developed. I think with like I think that I just became I was like, if you want to get to your end goal, you need to become the kind of person who's going to do this. And like it was just so important to me that I did it. And I think that's been the kind of bright side, is that I think that sometimes like I feel like if you need to like step into certain shoes, like just trying your hardest, like I don't know, you'll get something out of it. I think that even if I don't like succeed at everything, which I hope I will, but if I don't succeed at everything I'd like, I think it's still like I've developed such a different personality and just so many different sort of like cool things out of trying 100%. I think like just going all in and trying 100%, like I think you're not always gonna get 100% to whatever it is you want, but you are gonna get to somewhere really different. And getting somewhere really different is like not a bad thing either. But I think like in the process, I've really been becoming the person that I wanted to be the whole time and didn't think that I could be. Just out of this feeling of like I need this thing, like I need it, I can't live life without it. And it's been like process of me becoming the person that I really want to be. And it just feels like this it's starting to feel like this really strong wind that's just pushing me, and it's just like go, 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 you have to. Like, you know what I mean? It just feels like this inevitable thing of just like keep trying. And sometimes I just get in my head of like, maybe I'm just doing all this for nothing. And I think that there's definitely been things in the past that I tried 100% and I failed, and it was really painful, and I keep having these moments of doubt and worry, like maybe I'm gonna keep trying and then I'm gonna find out that I'm just I suck, or I'm not capable as I thought, or just I don't want this to turn into a negative thing, or for me to see myself in a negative light because I'm trying to do something new. And that's what I just keep worrying about, and then it makes me feel like, should I stop? But I literally, even if I want to stop, I feel like I can't. Like it genuinely feels that like strong. Like I have to do it. Like I have to keep going.
But it wins. Gravity has got a hold on us all. We try to put it.
Now it's time for all the atheists to roll their eyes, but I am somebody who has just such a strong faith in God. Again, I think I developed so many things over time, but I did used to be more of an atheist actually, but I developed a strong belief in God, and I have this really deep sensation. I think I developed it through developing trust. I don't think that you just naturally have faith. I think faith is something you have to develop, and you have to always take that little I think you have to cultivate it. And I think that I just developed such a strong faith in God, and such a strong faith that everything in life is perfect. That everything in the world is perfect. And I've been through plenty of imperfect conditions, but I think I just have this deep sensation that everywhere that I am, I'm in the perfect place. No matter what's happening, whether it looks negative on the outside, I know that it's perfect. I know that the design of my life is perfect, the design of the world is perfect, and that, why should we not see it that way? And I think that good and bad are things that we label the world, but they're not. You don't have to. And I think that I just developed such a strong faith that everything is perfect, and I feel like everything has started to become perfect in a way. Like uh, I feel like everything that I do feels like it just gives back to me. Like everything that I do feels like it just adds this energy to my life, and I just keep getting in like a better and better place, and just through this belief that God made me perfect, the world is perfect, everything is just perfect, and perfect, I think that perfect doesn't mean that I'm happy all the time, everything's good all the time, but just that why should it not be 100% exactly as it should be? Like, everything, I just feel like everything is exactly as it should be, and as I've developed that faith, I've just seen my world change so much because I think I'm always in the position to receive. And I feel like I just live my life in such a state of surrender and just surrendering to God's plan. I know the atheists are rolling their eyes. Surrendering to just God's plan. You don't have to, like, okay, to me, what God is, I think that God is just the design of the world, and God is just like this. I don't think I see God as a creature. I think I see God as just what is and just truth. And I feel like how to put it. I think the other day I took the kid that I nannied to the park, and we were looking at a flower, and I was just absolutely mesmerized by how perfectly geometric this flower was. I was just like, that is the most perfect design, and all the flowers just come out looking like that, and that's crazy. The few times in my crazy college days that I did do like psychedelics, I feel like the thing that I just remember the most, or the thing that really was like most beautiful to me in that moment, was like how everything just started to look incredibly geometric. Like I would always know that it was like starting to like getting to that state of mind when I would look at the trees, and the trees almost looked like they had a mathematical format to them. And I know it's a bit silly, but I think that we can't see how geometrically perfect if you're not a religion person, you can look at it from mathematical scientific point of view, but I think that the world is just like perfect. Like everything is just perfect, everything is just designed in the most perfect way, and of course we don't see it that way all the time as human beings, but I think that everything is just really truly like exactly where it should be. And that's what gives me strength, I think, when I am trying to go through this process and feeling like I am not like I'm worried, like, am I doing things right? I'm like, I have to have 100% surrender, 100% faith in God that no matter what I do, it's perfect. Not in the sense that I'm a perfect person or that I'm going to produce perfect things, but that wherever I am, I'm set up in the right place to like receive the most sort of benefit from the world and just most beauty from life, even in the most painful moments. And I've had plenty of those. So I think, yeah, but I feel like, again, as I've gotten into this energy of faith, I feel like all of those negative experiences, I just see how much they start to add to my life. And just like, if I wasn't there, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't have learned sometimes, like, I think just valuable important information that helps me in like later times, or just feels like everything just drifts into this in this really perfect way. So I think sometimes I get upset because I'm not getting the thing that I imagined myself having 100%, or things don't go according to my plan, but I know that if I let God play out their plan for me, then like I'll be very satisfied. I trust God to satisfy me, and that's not even God's job, but God's gonna do it anyways. And yeah, that's my sort of energy in the world. Why should we not look at it any other way, right? Why should we get caught up in, oh, it's bad, it's good, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me? Like, if you just wait it out, you'll see why it can be a good thing. I think some of the worst things that have ever happened to me have brought me also my deepest like satisfaction. Like, I think even the most traumatic experience I ever went to brought me to like my calling that I didn't even think that I would ever go into, but here I am. And like, it brought me like such a deep level of like wisdom, knowledge, and like just a sort of satisfaction and this sort of deep connection to the world. And it's like, why should I ever not believe that what is occurring in my life isn't gonna be just something absolutely beautiful and amazing? That's my mentality. I think it's fun sometimes to turn to like a negative experience or something that you are feeling so stuck in or just like negative in, and just celebrate it like it's a party, like, oh my god, yay, this is happening. Or I can't believe this is happening to me. And like, I think that's so much of like my energy, and just like I think I spent so long in this sort of state of like, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why this sucks? And I think I still get in that headspace sometimes, but sometimes I need to just remind myself that like that's all gonna turn into this energy of like, I can't believe this happened to me. I'm so glad that, I'm not glad this happened to me, but I'm so glad, like, think like, I think we sometimes we get in this energy of like, why did, like, even if I feel like even for people who are not religious, I think we still sometimes when we're in a bad mood, we still have this sort of like innate religiousness that pops out. It's like, why me, universe? Why me, God? Why is this happening to me? And it's like, it's happening to you. Celebrate it. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for giving that situation to me. Thank you, God, for teaching that to me. Thank you so much. Like, I'm so grateful that that happened to me and that I'm here. And it's like, yeah, I think sometimes it's just like we treat ourselves as these like negative chosen ones, who are just chosen for doom and negativity. And it's like, I feel like we should just turn to it and just be like, thank God it's me. Like, thank God I'm learning this. And it's like, what a gift to receive this. Okay, we're down to the most annoying part of the entire process, which is vacuuming my rug. And it's like 11:30. Not my rug, my carpet. But I am just still not in the mood to do it. So I'm just having a little tea as a pick me up, and I thought maybe talking about something would make me like energized. I want to talk about some things that also just motivate me to like keep going and keep like working. I think that, like I was saying, how I have a very like a difficult relationship to the status quo, and I think that I just never envisioned myself having just like a really basic life. Like, I really want to have a really cool life and travel a lot and like go to all these places and do like a bunch of cool things. I was like, if you want to get there, you have to put in the extra work and you have to do something special and something different, because I think there's like very rare sort of circumstances where you can live that life, like particularly now. I think that like I've just been through so many things and I'm like, I want to have fun now and enjoy my life now. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. So I feel like it doesn't matter if this is whatever I'm doing now is going to be the thing to get me to a good place, but I'm like, I feel like I'm just the person who's going to keep trying until I get my life to a really cool place. And I think that like I don't want to be financially struggling and being broke and all these things until I'm like much older. And I was like, I think right now with the way life is set up, if I don't do something different or special, like I feel like I'm gonna be like sort of hustling for like a really, really long time. And I just don't want to hustle. I want like a really special life and just to do a bunch of special things. And that's why I was like, I gotta just be uncomfortable and I gotta do things that other people maybe aren't doing, and I gotta like work extra hard, because I just don't see myself having a life where I'm not having a lot of fun traveling. I think I also really want a job where I feel like respected and I feel like a sense of independence. Like, I want to be able to have a little bit more say over my own schedule and to be able to go on vacation plenty and all these things. Like, I really want that. I really envision that for myself as well. And yeah. And like, even like I'm single right now, but I was like, when I do have somebody in my life, like I want to have like a really special time with them. I want to have money. I think that's been like a nice thing about not being in a relationship at this age, is like it's been nice to have time to focus on me and focus on getting myself in like a really good spot and not have to have like the distraction of another person, and just like, yeah, like I'm gonna, like when I do have that person in my life, I'm gonna be in like a good spot and really be able to have money and time and everything to like enjoy life with them as well. Yeah, I'm just someone who really doesn't, I've been financially struggling my whole childhood, my 20s, whatever. I don't want to financially struggle, and I don't want to be really like much older when there's certain things I really envision myself doing. Like, I want to go mountain biking. I want to definitely go do like bigger, cooler trips to Brazil as well. I want to go hiking a lot more. I really want one place I really want to go is Morocco. I've been dying to go to Morocco, and I think like this is just me. I think some people like really enjoy like, I don't know. I feel like particularly after I volunteered at a hostel for months and I was basically living in a bunk bed for 4 months, which I didn't mind it that much. It kind of just felt like I was at summer camp, but I think it just made me feel like I think that I was just like I don't want when I travel again, like when I go out and travel, I don't want to always be traveling in the cheapest possible way. I don't want to travel and only eat at the cheapest places. I don't want to travel and like only like I don't ever want to stay at a hostel again. I know I probably will. And I think like I do want to travel right now as well, but I think that it just like the idea of going and just always having the cheapest experiences has been my whole entire life, and I'm like I don't want to have, and it doesn't mean that cheapest experiences are bad, but I'm like if I'm going to travel, like I want to be able to do nicer things, like just I just feel like I haven't had like a luxurious life at all, and every time that I ever went on like a trip with my family or something, we were always like having to do the cheapest things, share food, like, share a plate. Like, we weren't getting like a bunch of appetizers. Like, we always just had like and I think that I found a lot of beauty in that. I enjoyed that. It was fun as well. And I think it gave me, like, I think we always, even though we didn't have, this very luxurious experience, I think my parents have such a romantic sort of view of the world. And we always went to, pretty places and really enjoyed life in a poetic way as well. But I think that I'm like, poetry is cool. I love poetry. I love poetic life. But I'm tired of everything being like the cheapest thing. I want to like be able to be like, no, I'm going to do anything that I want. Like I'm going to go to wherever, like, and it's so hard to do that when you're just constantly feeling a little bit behind and you're just like having to pay for all your own things as a young person. And, and I think that even like I love psychology, but it's like I just feel like it's going to take me forever to get to a job where I'm like really paid a good salary, saving all these things. That's why I spend a lot of time listening to podcasts about investment. I haven't started investing yet because I feel like I'm going to do it at the perfect time. I don't want to do it. I don't know if I want to do it right now when the country's falling apart, and I don't know what the situation will be, but I really want to start investing. I want to have like, be financially stable. I just want to have a really special life because I feel like I just deserve it. Like I feel like I have the desire to just go out and have cool experiences that I haven't ever been able to afford. Like, I think, and not to have to worry about always getting the cheap option. It's like, yeah, I feel like that's one of my big motivations. And that's why I just go really hard. And it's like, yeah, I feel like I just keep trying to just accumulate as much experience, as much, good mentality, learn about money all the time. And it can be a bit exhausting, but I feel like it's not a bad use of my early 20s. Sometimes I get in my head about like, should I be out and just like socializing a lot more and dating and all these things that I think that I probably should be doing more of in my 20s. But I think that hopefully I think it'll just like with hard work, I think hard work will pay off in the long run. And I think that like, I don't think that I will be very mad. Like, I think I'd rather do this in my early 20s and then rather than be like, oh, everybody's different. But I think this is just for me having grown up with a lower income. I think it's like I'd rather settle my life now in my early 20s. And I feel like your early 20s aren't everybody just messing up and exploring all these things. I'm like mid to late 20s, early 30s, my whole entire rest of my life, I'll be like set up really well. I won't have to be hustling and running around and trying to like, you know what I mean? It's like, I think that like, it's not a bad thing to be doing right now when my brain is just like still not fully formed and I'm learning, and it's like I'm like at a ripe time to just learn a lot and like get a lot done, and just I have the energy and I have that sort of like, vision. And I think that when you get older, like it's really easy to just be like, you know what, but this is my life now and all these things. Like it's good to set that up now. I don't know who will ever watch these, probably no one, but so I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm not mad about it, and I don't mind hard work. I actually enjoy hard work, so yeah.
Yeah, in the morning.
Okay, now we're doing something that I keep forgetting to do recently, which is brush my hair. But I am gonna do this last part of activities at home now in bed because I actually took a really long walk, but I started to just get bummed out on the way home. I think I just started to think too much, but I don't know. So I'm gonna do like a little work session vibe. I'm gonna make my bed and we're gonna do like a vibe.
Like him and would admit criminals, do you? Whitley and I are doing just fine. In fact, Whitley and I went dancing tonight at the pit. I even met a really nice guy. He's fixing Whitley's car right now. But we're doing fine.
Okay, I had to stop and say that I'm actually loving it right now because this show is the exact dynamic of me and my two best friends in high school. I don't know if they'll ever watch this, but Maggie was literally like, I feel like me, like I was like this sort of like quirky awkward girl, and then this my best friend is literally exactly like Denise. And then I forgot the name of the third girl as I just started watching it. This is literally, I feel like this is literally us. She's just like my other, like one of my other best friends from high school, like exactly her personality. She was really tall like this. And we had this exact dynamic. So I'm finding it really funny to watch this show actually. Okay, I could go further with this, but it is almost midnight and I'm exhausted. I'm making an apple crumble at the moment. So that'll be my last shot, but I think I'm just gonna get the rest done at work tomorrow. But I did get a good amount done. Like I've just been sitting here like formatting these. So anyway, so that's been a little weekend reset. I definitely feel like a lot better. I feel like cleaner, and I feel like I just got rest and just feel a lot better. So yeah, thank you for sharing this little weekend with me.